Okay, Dara Fitzgerald is one of the most famous, I think, specialists in analytics in England. May I say so? You are quite famous. You are quite famous. I've seen him in a huge event in Brighton, and he has done an advanced session about analytics yesterday. With success, I've spoken with a lot of them, and they were very satisfied. So we are, as you could have understood, speaking about analytics and in special enhance the e-commerce capabilities of analytics. So I leave it to Dara.
My name is Dara. I work for a company called Measurelab. We're a dedicated analytics consultancy based in the UK. So we work predominantly...
Only a moment.
No? Okay, no? Sorry. So I work for a company called Measurelab. We're a dedicated analytics consultancy based in the UK. We work predominantly with Google Analytics, so we provide consultancy services, and we also do a lot of training and events, obviously, as well. So what I'm going to talk about today is probably a little bit different to some of the other presentations. Rather than putting forward any particular client case study, I'm going to be talking about the benefits of enhanced e-commerce and why, if you're an e-commerce business, you really want to consider implementing enhanced e-commerce. So I'm going to talk through some of the issues with the standard e-commerce tracking with Google Analytics, and also some of the benefits, not only of just using enhanced e-commerce in its own right, but also some complementary features that are available with Universal Analytics, which work really well alongside enhanced e-commerce. So what we're going to cover is we're going to look at how you can track end-to-end shopping journeys using enhanced e-commerce, and again, what's wrong with the current model with the traditional e-commerce tracking that's available through Google Analytics. We'll look at how it introduces product-level reporting and optimization opportunities, which is obviously really useful for anybody who's running any kind of campaigns, be they AdWords or anything else for that matter. So it basically opens up a lot of new metrics which are available, which you can then try and report on and optimize. We'll look at how you can customize reporting using custom dimensions and metrics, and one of my favorite features of Google Analytics, which is data import, which allows you to actually import your own data into Google Analytics, which is something that anyone who works in analytics was crying out for a long time, and eventually Google answered and introduced data import, which is a really powerful feature. And then the final one, which is probably quite relevant to a lot of people in the room, we're going to look at how using the enhanced e-commerce reports, you can actually really quickly and simply create remarketing lists that you can use with AdWords based on things like cart abandonment or checkout abandonment. So not something that you couldn't do before, but with the enhanced e-commerce reporting, it makes it a lot easier and a lot more intuitive. Okay, so what's wrong with the traditional e-commerce tracking with Google Analytics? So with the traditional model, somebody comes to your website, views a product list page, selects a product detail page that they're interested in, adds to basket, you would hope, and then works their way through the checkout process, right the way through to eventual completion. So this is all well and good, but what a lot of people don't actually realize, when you think about it, you're actually using 4 different types of tracking functionality to actually cover what is a single journey across the site. So you have to use potentially page level tracking for your standard product pages and your product category pages. Then you might use event tracking for tracking your add to baskets. You might use goal funnel tracking to track movement through the checkout process itself. And then you've got your good old fashioned e-commerce tracking code, which usually sits just on the order confirmation page. So when you think about it,